we're at the park. You knew that already. You know this background. We are on the steak and egg, day number 7, and yeah, I'm excited. I've got a couple of steaks. I try to be a little bit more budget friendly than I have been in the past. Because those steak prices, they are just unsustainable. I'm not going to be paying $16 a pound for steak when I need 2 pounds to eat. That's just not happening. Not happening at all. But I guess at the end of the day, it's okay. Right, it was only a 7-day challenge of me showing you steak and eggs. But now we are coming. Oopsie, look at this little guy over here, just hanging around the bag over there. We are. How many different steaks are there, right? There's skirt steak, there's hanger steak, there's filet mignon, there's porterhouse, there's rib steak, there's New York strip steak. I think I said that. Then there's a sirloin steak, the filet mignon, hanger steak, London broil often goes as steak, or sometimes, especially in like the Spanish communities around here, they use a chuck steak. Chuck steak is not a steak, but they slice it very thin before they cook it. So it you can eat it, right? You don't have to slow roast it because of that. So let's take a look at what we have here today. Okay, so these are the steaks. These are 2 1/4 pounds of New York strip steak, $7.99 a pound. So the whole pack was like $20 or something. And then here we're having, of course, butter, using plenty of that, and we're going to be using 4 more of those delicious looking eggs. And the first thing we got to do here is not that one. The first thing we have to do unpack those steaks and pat them dry. Right. What am I doing? I'm a little bit like a headless chicken here right now. I had something very specific planned. Yeah. I'm gonna put this over here as well. Next I'm going to put on rubber gloves. Not because my hands are dirty. I didn't say they're not dirty. But I'll be handling my meat. Okay, just double check with the video, making sure that I'm actually in the picture. Gotta drink something cold before we get started. Utilize the ice that I bought and actually chilled some beverages. Okay, so we patted this one dry, right? Now what we're doing is the same what we've done in other videos, or one other video. We are going to take it off the bone. So here's the steak, and here's a bone. And here comes the next one. Let it dry. And cut it off the bone. There, this one goes there, and then here we have the last one. Okay, this last one only has a very small bone. There's something very unfortunate here going on, and this particular supermarket or this particular chain, perhaps, maybe it's others as well. So when you look over here, you would think you have, I don't know, this thickness of steak. Yeah, on this end over here, you're talking about a completely different thickness of steak, half the thickness. So in some cases, like here, you get a big, thick bone, right? But you're not getting the thickness on the meat. So you're essentially paying for the bigger bone, but a skinnier piece of meat. So the ratio of meat to bone is off. You know? If you want to buy budget, you're gonna get budget. Alrighty. So we're gonna stick our butter in there. Yeah, it's all butter. No butter left. Delicious. Alright, so we just used our standard seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic. I only put garlic on one side, salt on both sides. Alright. Yeah, there you go. Alrighty. Now these are skinny steaks. So we are going to treat them with skinny steak respect, which is we're going to be cooking high and fast, right? We want to get a sear. We want to get a sear, but we don't want to cook them too long. There's no time for long cooking, right? Okay, no time to waste. So we're not gonna talk while we cook those, because you gotta pay attention. I would say no more than 2 minutes. That's probably too much already. All right. Okay, so this is roughly 1.5 minutes. Take our steak, turn it over. We do roughly another minute and a half on the other side. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, these are done. All right, this side looks quite a bit better. Now we're taking this one with a bone. Arguably, actually, the sickest one of the bunch, which is weird enough. Fine, this is good. And then we are going to put some more butter in there. But we still have to pay attention that we can't cook this long either. Okay. This one also, first side done. Turning it over. Delish. And here we're rubbing our butter on it. Using the egg carton to actually place the other steak down on. Okay, you can reduce the heat a little bit. And definitely right here by the bone. Could use some more cooking, obviously. Right here, it's still red, but the skinny parts of the steak are 100% done. So we're just gonna push it down over here for a second. Okay. There you go. Like that. And we're gonna take the bones off just to make room for the eggs. There we go. Okay, they're still red in here. Now some of the steaks were a little bit discolored somehow. It's a weird phenomenon. Drop the knife. That's a weird phenomenon sometimes when you have steak on eggs or other things. Okay, right here, it's like you can see it is kind of a medium rare. It doesn't show well. See, the problem is the steak is too thin. That steak needed to be twice the thickness at a minimum. Okay. Okay, can turn the stove off. And then we can pour all of this onto the plate. yes, you can definitely say my plating skills are very low and not pretty, but I'm also sitting. I don't think sitting is a good way of doing this type of work. You're supposed to stand so you can operate from a position of authority over your actions, right? It's not authority as in like I'm the boss. Well, you are the boss. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, we're gonna have another piece of butter on here because I didn't just put enough butter on there. Seasoned, very nice for the eggs. And here we have steak. Yeah, it wants to be medium rare, so. You have a decent amount of salt on it. You can definitely taste it. Yeah. Bees again already? You gotta be kidding. God. What are the other people cooking that the bees are coming to me? Oh, you wanna know what I'm eating this? Yeah. These are kitchen tongs or meat tongs. I don't think you're supposed to use them as a fork, but I kind of ran out of plastic forks yesterday, and I didn't buy new ones, but I had this in the mail, so I figured why not use it. So this New York sirloin steak or strip steak, you know, it's not the greatest quality, but it's an affordable steak, and I think you tastes like beef. So what's my conclusions for 7 days of steak and eggs? Well, first, we didn't actually have eggs every day. I skipped a couple, and technically we didn't have steak every day. I skipped a couple on that too. We also had other meat. We had pork chops, and we had, what else do we have? Oh, the ground pork sausage, the hot sausage, and we had ground beef. So technically all those items fall, and the sausages, the bratwurst. I would say the bratwurst were my least favorite of all of this. My favorite, I think it probably was the porterhouse. The deconstructed porterhouse. You know, take the steak and just cut the meat off like I've done over here, only that's a better cut. My second favorite, ironically, hands down, those pork chops, thick ones. They were so delicious. I haven't had pork chops in, that was probably almost a year since I had last pork chops. Has my digestion changed, or has anything weight-wise changed? It's hard to say. You know, in just a couple of days, you can't always properly identify changes. That's why the first 30 days was a good time frame. In 30 days, you can observe changes. Things that are happening, let's say you have diarrhea or you're constipated, could have been a one-day kind of thing. If my time frame is too short, and then just because of it, I say, oh, this doesn't work, I'm having diarrhea all the time. So yeah, you only gave it 4 days. So I don't want to say that the 7 days of just steak and eggs had any particular better impact on anything, but I definitely like eating them. Now, for me personally, buying steaks every day is too expensive. I can't afford that. Absolutely not. Even the porterhouse that I had were on sale. They usually run, I don't know, between $12.99 and $16.99, and they were on sale for $6.99 a pound. So that was a good deal. But even at $6.99, that is at the upper end of my limit. You know, it's like these steaks that I have here today, these are $7.99 every day. I don't have to worry about a sale. I know I don't get a sale on these. Not from that particular store. They never have any beef sales. But the point is, even when steaks are on sale, they might not really be affordable to you. Now, yesterday or the day before, whenever I had the chopped beef, ground beef, that was on sale, and I bought it for $3 a pound. That is better. That is much better. $3 a pound is affordable, and even if it was, let's say it goes up to $4 a pound, that is still kind of affordable, right? It's, you know, the higher it goes, the more challenging it gets. Now, I also like fish. The cheapest fish that I normally can get in my local supermarkets is $5.49 or $5.99 a pound. So clearly that is also on the high end on the price scale. That would be something like a tilapia fillet or swai fillet, basa, catfish, right? Something like that. Salmon usually is over $10 a pound, you know, starting at $10.99. So these high price items, for me at least, can really only be like a special treat. They're not going to be a regular in my diet. Can the steak be somewhat regular at least? Maybe have steak. I mean, this one is $7.99. Like I said, it's already expensive. Maybe I can get this once a week, work it into my budget. Otherwise, it's ground beef. That's the only affordable beef that I can find in the supermarket. Whoever has it on sale, that's where you buy it. Even the, what you call it? What was I saying? Yeah, the other two items that are usually cheaper than beef anyway are pork and chicken. And you know, it's like with everything, you buy bulk package, you save more money. You buy smaller serving sizes, you pay more money. Not having a fridge and or freezer is a true detriment here. Right? It makes life very expensive. Even for the cheaper food items. Luckily, most of you have a fridge, so there shouldn't be an issue for you. Buy bulk, portion it off, freeze it. You know, buy a five what you call that, cubic foot or bigger top loading freezer for your house. Load it up. Steak's good, I like it. Can't afford it on a regular. I guess I could get it still cheaper if I bought the whole loin, whole side of whatever meat and cut it myself. But we're back to the refrigeration problem. So going forward, chances are for me that I will have a ton of pork in my diet. So instead of steaks, I might be having pork chops instead. Bone in, bone out. That's the cheapest pork you can buy. I don't have an oven, so I can't buy a pork shoulder or anything like that because I can't bake it. Other items, bacon, very popular. Bacon is another one that doesn't really work for me. I love bacon, but here's the thing about bacon. Prices for bacon start at like $5.99 generally in the supermarket. But the kind of bacon you're getting, the quality of bacon, horrendous. Sometimes it's mostly grizzle. No, it's not even the meat and fat part. No, it's just the grizzle. It's like, I don't know where they get that from. So yeah, I wouldn't be buying bacon much. Too expensive. The better quality bacon. The other item, which I technically love, is cheese. Cheese is also expensive. My local supermarket, sliced cheese start at $7.99, $8 a pound. At $8 a pound, I can buy steak. There's no need to buy cheese. So cheese is not a great option either. It's just too expensive. Sometimes you might get some cheese on sale. Or maybe you go to Walmart, what do you call the other store? Target. They might have some brands of cheese that they sell for $4 to $5 a pound. But that's when the cheese is the same price as the meat or even more expensive. It becomes again one of those things that's hard to justify. But you could say it's like, yeah, well, you buy a pound of cheese and you eat 2-3 slices a day. So you have cheese every day. It's not that bad when you think of it on a per meal basis on just a couple of slices. That's true. And cheese and bacon are often used as snack foods if you feel a little hunger prank in between. So they do have a very valuable place. But it's not only is it an expensive snack food, but chances are you eat more of it than you should just because it's there, and then it becomes a major component of your meals, and that's just too expensive for that. There's something about gnawing the meat off a bone, just so satisfying. This is like watching America's Funniest. There he is. Animal Planet. Oh, he's having a hard time getting up there. Oh, falling over. Ooh, that was a slick move coming closer. Very stealthy. I know he's looking at me. What are you looking at? The butter? You looking at the butter? You know what sucks? When you take a video and you find out that 45 minutes of it are total garbage. I filmed a little spider on my hot sauce bottle and I had zoomed in for that. And I forgot that I had zoomed in. So when I placed the camera back on the table, I've been bullshitting for over 40 minutes with a zoom in focus where you don't even see me. Nothing after that mattered. Why is life like that? So, that being said, this is day 7 of the steak and eggs challenge. I think I did fairly well. I mean, I ate beef every day. I didn't eat eggs every day. So anyway, so this is the end of the 7 days of steak and eggs challenge. Successfully finished, I think, successfully. And I'll be spending the next few days just editing videos and keeping otherwise a low profile. It's, as I said in the video that you can't watch, there's only so much time in the day. I can only do one of two things: either take a video, film the video, or edit the video. I'm not gonna do both in the same day, just not happening. Now of course, if I kept videos shorter, I would probably be able to do more of the editing in the same day. There's an idea, right? And uploading would be faster too, so I could actually pull off all 3 of them in the same day. Maybe. So yeah. Anyway, I've got to clean up over here. I'm done for the day. I need to shower. I need to get to work. It's Saturday night. Hey. September 9th. Gotta get to work. Cheers. Have a nice weekend, everyone. And I'll see you in the next video. Coming out soon.